Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Las Vegas Raiders.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A pass for Sutton is intercepted.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
38.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll set up to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you overgive things, get back to what works.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The Raiders at 8-2 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners at 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Drake Jackson, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Drake Jackson, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Here's Tate to return it. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do something. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll look to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Niners, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. Now back to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Buying time to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders will take over here at their own
13-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. He gets this to Davante Adams. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
But they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's White. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw here. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
He's going to keep this again.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play. My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And it's caught.
And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Here we go. Fight, kick.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line.
So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, in the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
Didn't get to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. They find some open field here. Past the 20.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think, okay, he's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. Hits him in stride. Touchdown, Raiders. Michael Thomas. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Raiders take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief in, hey, we're going to get it done.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They're going to look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
2nd and 11. It's caught here by Adams. Try. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Raiders extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Back to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll look to throw again. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 30-yard line. Back to throw again. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Cortland Sutton, a 5-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they have their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Cortland Sutton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. That type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And This offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever. Now back to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Carlson is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
What a luxury it is to have the kicker you can depend upon here, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
First down, San Francisco.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this is caught inside the 5. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Niners are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Las Vegas, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Niners, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup